Alright guys, welcome back to Tasty Treats. I'm your host James, and today I'm just going to show you how to portion out a whole pork loin. So we're going to take it out of a plastic bag. Not going to cut all the way through, just hold down with your knife, that way any of the excess moisture that's in there stays in the bag. Take this, set it into the trusty goo bag. So, this is pretty clean already, but underneath you can see this white stuff, that's all silver skin. So depending on how thick you cut, that as it cooks is going to make your pork chops curl. So we're just going to take off this extra little bit of fat that's there, and you can really see it, right? That's really thick, and it doesn't really cook out very well and stays chewy. It's just not good. So we're going to take it off. I'll just poke your knife into it. Just kind of cut away. Poke your knife down. One again. Down the side, the special on the side, it gets a little bit thicker. There you go. Being sure to not take away a lot of meat with it. Okay, the little stuff that you can kind of see through is okay to leave because that will cook down. But if you want, you can go ahead and take it off. Okay, so if this is a full loin, this is the butt end. There's usually a bit more of a muscle on here, and it's a little bit darker, right? So that's more towards the back of the pig. So this is pretty much like a strip loin, but for pork. This is more towards the sirloin part, and this is going up towards the shoulders. Let's take this a little bit more off. Okay, so you can cut as thick as you want or as thin as you want. You can cut half and leave part for a roast. You can roast off the entire thing, but for today's purposes, we're just gonna cut some nice thick pork chops. So I'm going about two inches thick. And I'm sure you can do tapping back down. And go through. Nice sharp knife. Is important. So you can see, there's that. We're done. Inside here is some sinew. So that and that, different colored meats. So that's going to be a beautiful oven chop. Sear it in your cast iron frying pan, both sides, finish it in a nice hot oven. This you easily cook in your pan, it's nice and thin. So you can do whatever you want, really. Now that we've got these chops, if you wanted to, you could butterfly it, pound it out, roll it over, stuff it with mustard and maybe herbs, some sage, a little bit of thyme, some fresh garlic and parsley, and then you roll it. And you've got a nice little pork roulade. Or you can take your little end cuts, clean up the silver skin that's inside of that, slice it up and use it for a nice little pork stir fry, whatever you want. So like with my deboning the chicken video on cost effectiveness, this whole pork loin cost me just under $30. Okay, so I've got, what's that, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 17 pork chops. 17 pork chops for $27, I think it was. Right? So that's, for me, that's 17 meals because I live by myself. A family of 2, you got 8 meals. For what? 14 bucks? 8 meals? No. Anyway, you get the idea. You save a lot of money buying primal cuts or whole chickens, whole pork loins, beef tenderloins, beef sirloins, whole salmon, whole cod, whatever. You save so much money by being able to do this by yourself. You pay a lot of money to have things cut for you. And I mean, pork is fairly cheap. It's actually one of the cheaper proteins. But still, why not save that extra couple bucks? I haven't edited this video in any way yet, and it's took me just over 6 minutes to clean and cut the pork loin. So it's definitely won't be about time not being able to do it. Thanks, guys.